Well, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about frequently asked questions that Dr. Gherkin and I have gotten from either our patients or from comments on the website.
We see similar questions time and time again. Thought we'd go over a few. Here's one from Mabel. Dr. Skoma, this is a good one for you. Are organically grown foods really that important? They are expensive. So there's the question, are organically grown foods really important?
Well, answering your question, Mabel, I would say yes, they are very important. And in one of the lectures that we give, we talk about GMO, and GMO standing genetically modified organisms.
Right.
And we as doctors recommend you stay away from all GMO.
GMO'S,
Or
bad,
bad, yeah.
period.
So if you remember, we talked about the little sticky label,
Oh, the cheat sheet.
the cheat sheet.
Right, right.
And what's the number we want them to look for?
We want them to look for the number 9.
Right.
If it says 9,
It's fine.
it's fine. 9 is fine.
Yep.
4, conventional pesticides, herbicides, antibiotics, synthetic hormones, bad.
Number 8 is 100% GMO.
Yeah, 8 is, wow, way.
And 3 is a really good one. It's GMO plus Roundup.
Oh, that's
herbicide.
the coup de grace.
Yeah, so that's the one you really want to, if you want to, like, have that on a Friday night and celebrate.
Oh,
the weekend.
yeah. Get that life insurance policy going.
Get your number 3s.
So number 9, and there's just no other way to really protect yourself. I do fudge a little bit on the fruits and vegetables. I simply say buy fruits and vegetables in season.
Right.
Go to the farmer's market. Go to the Environmental Working Group, EWG.org, and look at their Clean 15 in their Dirty Dozen. You'll find out which ones are sprayed the most with toxic chemicals. Obviously, stay away from those. And work on your Clean 15. And then save your money for the animal products, because it's very important to buy organic animal products. Organic eggs, meats, chickens, beef. And we're going to have an affiliate agreement with the Circle C Farm, which is in Southwest Florida, which will allow people to purchase range fed beef, lamb, pork, chickens, eggs, etc., etc. Spend your money there, because the antibiotics, the pesticides, herbicides that go into the feed, no, you want clean animal products. Spend your money on organic animal products.
And that relates to seafood. Don't eat any of your farm-raised fish, because what they're doing, I read recently, they're feeding them the poop from cows and chicken.
Great.
And they're injecting in the water methyl testosterone. So when you eat that fish, you're getting testosterone.
You're getting a synthetic testosterone.
Right.
Great.
You know, which causes cancer.
So, line caught wild fish.
Yes.
So, wild meats, venison, buffalo. I mean, or go to the source. We'll have this affiliate agreement with Circle C Farms, and buy your meats there. They'll ship anywhere in the world.
So the answer is yes, they are a little bit more expensive in the beginning until you know where to shop and what to buy. But in the long run, you're going to be saving on medical costs. You're not going to be as sick.
Well, we just spent a little bit talking about the money.
Right.
$3 trillion a year.
Yeah.
$500 a month on just heart disease.
Yep.
So medicine can bankrupt you.
Right. And have food be your medicine.
Right. Organic food won't bankrupt you.
No.
Last time I checked.
No. And you'll feel better.
And you'll feel better.
Yep.
Here's another question. This one is from Larry. Larry, Dr. Skoma, this is good for you too. Why is the MSQ, the Medical Symptom Questionnaire, Why is that important? He's looked at some of our vlogs on class number 1. Why is it important to do the medical symptom questionnaire?
Well, we have everyone fill out the questionnaire before they start the 5 classes, so that you have a starting point knowing, what's not working correctly.
Right.
And then we recommend, once you take the 5 classes, is to do the MSQ again. And
So it's a self-assessment tool.
Yes, definitely.
You get a baseline, then implement a plan,
Yeah,
and at the end of the our plan
our plan.
on our 5 classes, then take the class again, or then take the survey again.
Right. Now, once they take the 5 classes, they can always go back and redo the 5 classes at no extra charge. So if you miss something, look back again and just review it.
Just on that, and then we'll move on to another question here. Well, no, let's move on to another question, because simply take the medical symptom questionnaire,
Right.
and get a baseline, and then do the plan. Part of the plan has to do with ketogenic diets, and there's a question here: is fasting beneficial? And how does it compare to the ketogenic diet? I'll tackle that. Fasting is very beneficial. I did my first fast when I was 21. That doesn't mean I've been fasting for 45 years, not continuously.
Right.
But fasting is very beneficial, and I like to start people out on fasting, what's called intermittent fasting. What that simply is try to spread out the time period between feedings. For example, you're done eating dinner at 8 p.m.
Yep.
So you go to sleep, you wake up, breakfast at 8? No. Your next meal is at, say, 10 a.m. So you've gone 14 hours without eating. So 14 hours without insulin. You've been fasting. So now you're going to break your fast at 10 a.m. Doesn't mean you have to get up and eat right away. The last thing I want to do in the morning when I wake up is make a cup of coffee or tea, but I'm not hungry. So I'm not really eating until around noon. So that's really more of a 16, 17 hour fast for me. And then twice a year I do a periodic fast, which is several days.
Okay.
Typically 5 days, fasting mimicking diet, and that increases our ketones, which are breakdown products from our fat, and we can use those for energy. So it saves our muscle. Fat burning spares your muscle, which is what you want.
Right. And when you're fasting, you're burning fat that's been stored, or you're taking glucose, which is stored as glycogen in the muscle. That gets changed back to glucose, and you start using that reserve energy, so you start losing weight.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so fasting's great. Try to implement that into your lifestyle, along with the ketogenic diet. That was a great question. Here's one for you, Dr. Skoma. Well, it kind of goes with that. How do you know if I am in ketosis? Well, that's the urine test.
Right.
Just go to the drugstore, get the keto stick, and look for mild to moderate
Color change.
and you're in nutritional ketosis. We talk a lot about that in class number 3. This is a great question. This is a question from Brenda. I don't like the E word. The E word is exercise.
Oh.
So I don't like to exercise. What can I do instead?
Well, there's a couple of things that you could do, Brenda. You could simply go out and walk. You don't need to buy any equipment. You just go out and walk every day. Try to, walk a little bit more.
I tell people to start 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then increase it, 15 out, 15 back.
Yep.
In time, you'll be walking 30, 40 minutes out and 30, 40 minutes back.
Sure.
That's excellent. That's just walking. Maybe dance, take a dance class.
Dancing, bicycling, if you have
Bicycling.
a bicycle.
Right.
Uh,
Tai
Tai
Chi.
Chi.
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi, yeah,
Maybe some yoga.
yeah. Well, maybe Brenda should get off her gluteus maximus and move.
Now, Dr. Stoma, it's a little harsh.
I couldn't help it, it was my.
That's the New York coming out
It
again.
comes out, I suppress it, but it.
We need to be active. We're bipeds, so
Right.
we're made to walk. I love walking,
Mm-hmm,
and over time, it adds up. And then, one last question here. What does my grandmother have to do with my health? That's from Mary. Now, we're going to talk about epigenetics in the next session. Let's just keep that.
yeah,
Keep that in mind. This is a question, very good question about epigenetics. Not genetics, epigenetics.
right. That's a new word that's out there, it's a new study, very interesting, and I think it ties into the whole array of why people get sick and how you can stay healthy. So once again, look for the class that we're going to have. Take our class.
Take the class.
It's reasonable.
$49.99.
I think we did a really good presentation of it.
Affordable.
Yeah, and it'll be online July.
They won't go bankrupt on $49.99.
No.
See?
And the downside of that, what sort of thing can happen? You get healthy.
That's right.
So look for that, and we'll see you again soon.
Next class coming up.
Yes, sir.